What's up, everyone? We're doing mobility today. We're going to be doing some psoas stretches with a lacrosse ball and a kettlebell. So we're actually going to start on the side of our hip. You're going to place that lacrosse ball right at the TFL, so where the leg meets the torso. So if I bend my leg, that ball is going to go right there. I'm going to lay on the side of my hip, and I'm going to stack myself up either on my forearm and elbow, or I can lay it all the way down. The intention here is to focus on putting that lacrosse ball right at the TFL, which is the tensor fascia lata, one of the hip flexors here. You're going to spend anywhere between 30 seconds here on the side of the hip. Then you are going to roll over to the front of the hip. I'll try to show you guys from a different angle. But in the front of the hip, I'm getting the front side or front aspect of my hip right here. And I'm going to spend 30 seconds to a minute here. I can roll kind of side to side, find a spot that's tender. This is going to help release the hip flexor and also release the psoas, which will be the second stretch we'll do. So again, you'll do 30 seconds on the side, 30 seconds on the front. You'll do the opposite leg. Then, if entry doesn't come steal the ball away from me, we're going to grab a kettlebell and we're going to do a psoas stretch for the psoas muscle. Psoas connects from the base of your pubic bone, crosses up into the lower back attachment side here. So essentially it comes from the front to the back. You're going to take a lacrosse ball, or you're going to take a kettlebell, excuse me. You're going to have it handle facing down. You're going to lay down on your back, and you're going to place that kettlebell handle inside your hip bone. So hip bone's right here. I'm going to place that inside, and I'm going to bring it up a little bit on a 45-degree angle from that hip bone. From here, I can lay down. I can bend my knee up, straighten, lift a little bit up to 45 degree, straighten. Or I can just hold my leg there, and then I can move the kettlebell side to side or front and back. So if you're super new to this, and this is very intimidating, you can also place the kettlebell on the ground like so, and then you lay on top of it. So just to show you guys what I'm looking for, here is your belly button, here is your hip bone, right? So you are going between those 2 points. If I bring my hip bone up, I have my belly button here, I'm going right in between. That's where I'm working. So it's going to feel a little uncomfortable if you're new to this. But again, we're looking to get right inside there. You can lay on top of the kettlebell as another option instead of putting the kettlebell on top of you. So that would look like so. I'm laying on top. I'm kind of moving side to side. I'm propping on my elbows or even my hands. I prefer elbows. It allows you to relax into it a little bit more. You'll spend 30 seconds to 60 seconds on this side. Then you'll switch and do the opposite side. You can also use a lacrosse ball as well for this. Again, if your belly button is here, hip bone is right here, you can feel the bony part. You're going to go up, and then you're going to go to the side. So the lacrosse ball is going to be here, and you're going to work inside that area. You can lay down on the floor with the lacrosse ball as well, or use the kettlebell. Again, 30 seconds to 60 seconds for each exercise and for each stretch, and complete a total of 2 rounds. This will help release your psoas, will also help your TFL, tensor fascia lata, allow you to release those hip flexors a little bit and relieve any back tension you may have. If you like these videos, feel free to give me a comment, a follow, a share, and stay tuned for tomorrow's live session. We'll go over something different besides mobility.